waiting for a few people to get on board here. I'm Alan Masters. We're going to do a little talk here, just a short one. Just a short little discussion about what's happening in our country today. And hello, Manny, all the way from Texas, I think. The world is coming apart. The world as we know it. So I just wanted to jump online here and make sure that you folks out there are staying calm, of course, because calm heads will prevail, and that you're gathering together and communicating with each other, because if you're alone in this world and you don't have anybody to connect with, then you better make sure you're prepared. And I think that there's an old joke that there was a horrible rain and the water kept coming higher and higher and higher. And the water got up to the front porch, and a boat came by and a person came out of the front of their house, and the person in the boat says, "Come on, get in this boat. We'll take you to safety." And the person said, "No, God's going to take care of me. God's going to take care of me." And so a little while later, the water kept getting higher and higher and higher. And the person's now on their second level, the second story of their house. And the water's up that high. And a boat comes by. And the guy in the boat says, "Come on, get on the boat. I'm going to take you to safety." And the person says, "No, God's going to take care of me. God's going to take care of me." And a little while later, the person is on the roof. And the water is all the way up to the roof. And a helicopter comes and drops a rope and says, "Grab the rope, we'll take you to safety." The person says, "No, God will take care of me. This will be okay. God will take care of me." And the person, of course, the water comes up all the way, and the person drowns and goes to heaven and goes before God and says, "God, what happened? You were going to take care of me." And, of course, this is how the joke ends, and it's where we are right here today. God says, "I sent 2 boats and a helicopter. Where were you not thinking? I sent 2 boats and a helicopter." So that's a joke. And the reality is that right now we're living in this world, and it's not a joke. You need to really look for opportunities right now to save yourself. First thing you got to do, make your relationship with God right. If you've been running away from that for a long time, boy, today there is no better time than now. Make your relationship with God right. God will put His knowing in your heart. God's knowing is love, and His love wants to save you. And if you keep saying, no, it's okay, and they keep playing the violins on the Titanic, trying to make people calm, it is time to be calm. But when you see what's going on in this world, you have to say to yourself, you know what, I also better be prepared. So we've been saying this forever. Here we are since 1960, when my father started, his quest to try and wake people up. Here we are now, 60 years later, 2021, 61 years later. And all my life, I've been being prepared for this. So it's not a big deal to me. I'm ready. I'm more than ready. I'm even a little bit ready for some of you. And my father has bought this ranch that we have that was kind of, Selma, the town it's in, is actually, let me just go back. The Siskiyou Mountain Range, the Siskiyous means the land of the chosen. Selma means the ark. So, we got this ranch. If things get really bad, we'll bug out to the ranch. But the reality is that I think we all have to consider that it's a good time today, to go get prepared, because today Trump could call for martial law. It's all over the internet. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. But you're going to feel very, very foolish if you are not ready. You're going to feel very foolish. Could it last a month? Could this whole thing that's happening last a year? Wouldn't it be wise to be prepared, to be ready? Do you have a bug out bag ready? What is that? Go Google it. See what it is. See what a bug out bag is. Hopefully you know what that is. But the reason for today's talk is just simply something wicked this way come, and it's here. We're in the middle of the storm. And I believe that if Trump was to do one last thing, it would be to call for martial law and have the military tribunals look at the evidence that Sidney Powell has and that his attorneys have, the evidence of the crime that was committed, the voter crime that was committed. It's my opinion. My opinion. You may not agree with it. A lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people think, oh, Trump's crazy. Anybody that has anything to do with Trump is crazy. I don't believe so. I believe God puts right in my heart what I'm supposed to know. And I know that, and I don't doubt that. So I'm prepared. I just got done talking to a small congregation of people that are, from the foundation, that are local here. But there's a lot of you out there listening that are not local here, that need to know who you can rely on and who you can depend on. And it's kind of like the military. It's a buddy system. You better have somebody that you can rely on and depend on in case things get bad. So I feel like something's going to happen. It's imminent. I don't know when. Today? Maybe today. Because we already know that they're going to try and start impeachment on Monday, tomorrow, of our president. I think our country is completely finished if Trump doesn't stay in office. So it feels that way. It feels done. I've let go, completely let go of any of my expectations of what my future would be, investments I've made. Who cares about investments and things that you may own right now when life is precious? And we need to band together to make sure that on the other side of this, we can get back together. So wherever you are in America and around the world, you need to reach out to people that are like-minded so that you can communicate and have a way of communication. Because, right now they could cut off everything. Our freedom of speech is almost gone. The social media thing that we've all been doing is all being, completely overtaken. So I'm sure you're watching the news. If you're not, then God bless you, because maybe ignorance is bliss. I don't know. But I just feel like that each one of us right now needs to be responsible for our relationship with Him, Father in heaven, and then be able to take care of our families. If you are a good steward of the life that God gave you, and if you have a family, then you have to be a good shepherd. If you own sheep, you have to be a good shepherd, because the wolf is at the door. Okay? All right. I would say a prayer for our president, too, because he needs all the prayers he can get. And interesting times are just around the corner, and it may be today. God bless you. May God keep you, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching.